What is happening? What is happening? Come on, everybody, jump on in. Minnesota got the job done. Minnesota is taking it back to New York. There will be, put the Vaseline on. There will be a game 5, y'all. Good evening, hello, and blessings. Oh my. There will be a game 5 up in here. Wow. Oh man, I gotta say, yeah, Minnesota all the way. David is on talking about nobody cares, commenting that nobody cares. That is an oxymoron. If you don't care, go enjoy your evening. The recap was basically, it was a battle, back and forth. It came down to the wire. At the end, Ionescu had an opportunity for another big time shot. It didn't work. Man. Yes, that's right, Greenwich. Wow. Yeah, lots of miss layups, true. Lots of miss. Unfortunately, Minnesota missed a lot of free throws also. Not good. I didn't want Sabrina to make it. I don't root for New York unless they're playing against the Aces. But yeah, that was quite a game and digging deep. And so it's back to New York. So it was either this. It was either New York has to celebrate a championship in Minnesota, and now Minnesota will have to celebrate in New York unless New York holds serve. So we'll see what happens. So Gina says, if Minnesota wins, I will never watch the WNBA ever again. The referees make stupid calls, and I hate their coach. This league is completely broken. Well, it's broken for a number of reasons, but there are people like Nafisa Collier that make me, I can at least root for her. But you know what? The officiating the officiating in the league is a piece of work. But I think the argument was that in the last game, New York got some help from the officiating. I saw Nafisa Collier get about mauled a little while ago. No call on that, except there was a challenge on something else. And so then they had to not assess the foul, but give Minnesota the ball. So I've said it before, officiating needs work, but this came down to players at the end of the game, yeah. Granted says, like high school basketball, I'm actually quite disappointed. Let me see. Lynx did to Liberty what Liberty did to them last game. Yeah, and then the last game was the same as the first game. With New York making a comeback. They had been down 15, and in the first game, Minnesota had been down 18, and they won, and New York won. It's like they're mirroring, they're mirroring each other. It's wild. Yeah. Allie, just checking in post-game, ladies, night after night. These games are something else. Courtney was amazing, and I want them to win for Nafisa, not for the coach. That's how I feel, Julie. That's how I feel as well. Hey, April. Wow. Yeah. Adrienne, the officiating needs work. The officiating needs complete retraining. Yeah, you got that right. I did a whole video on that. That's for sure. Everybody needs to go in training. That's the truth right there. But man, it was the way it came down, in spite of the missed layups or missed free throws or whatever. It was one where you're on the edge of your seat at the end. So, Adrienne, this is the best WNBA finals I've ever seen. Oh man, you got to go back and see some old ones between the Comets and whoever were battling it. New York and the Comets, even. New York has been Eastern Conference champions for many times, and they've just never been able to win the whole thing. Will this be the year? It's a shame that Minnesota gave back home court advantage by losing their first game on their home court, because going in there to Brooklyn, it's going to be something. Hello, Dreamcatcher. Go Fifi. Yes. Going back to New York is going to be interesting. It's going to be something because New York's going to be pumped up. You got to understand, they have never, I'm New York, born and raised right here. Go Minnesota. But New York, when's the last time New York celebrated a championship? So you don't even have to be a fan of the WNBA if you're in New York to want them to win. Everybody wants them in New York. They're like, the Knicks can't win a championship. You know, when was the last time the Yankees won a championship? Brooklyn, the Nets, and when they were in New Jersey. Like, when was the last time? So New Yorkers are looking for a reason to celebrate, and they thought they were going to have it. Now, I know what New York is saying. New York is saying, okay, we worked hard to get, this is what their coach is going to tell them, okay? Oh, really? AB? Wow. Yeah, it's going to be hard, Melissa, but this is what Sandy Brondello, the coach, is telling them. She said, look, we worked hard all season to be in the position we're in right now. And that is that we get to go home on our own court in front of our own fans, and we get to win it at home. We worked hard for home court advantage, and this is where you see home court advantage supposedly come into play. You get, if there's a game 5, you get it on your home court. So they would have liked to win, but they didn't. So now you refocus and you say, this is what we worked hard for all season, to be home when the rubber meets the road. So now we're home. The fans are like the sixth man on the court. And you come out and you just say, well, we get to celebrate at home. That's the way they're thinking. Minnesota is going to say, listen, we've won in New York already, right? This is what Reeves is going to say. We've already won in New York. We've already taken on their fans. We know what we know what we can do in New York. We came back. We came down. We were 18 down in New York with the fans, and we were able to come back. So you got to refocus them on that. Yes, you lost one, but you also won one, and you came back to win it. Now, you don't want to get down in a game 5 by 18 points this time, but you know it can be done. So that's what each coach is going to have to do. But it's going to be something in there in New York. I would love to see Minnesota get it right there in New York. That would be wild. Straight Fighter 88. Last time New York won was 2021 New York Football Club. Okay. All right. The Yankees used to be getting them all the time, but the Derek Jeter era is over, right? So, yeah. No, didn't know it would go to 5. Wow. Yeah. Not a good game of basketball wise in terms of lots of, I know I can hear it now. I know what the podcasters are going to say. It was ugly, missed layups, too many missed free throws, all that stuff. Last time New York won was 2009. Man, we need Indy to win one. That's right, guys. I'm gonna dial into the Pacers. I'm gonna dial into the Pacers and see what they've got going. Also, in addition, CC and them are rooting for the Pacers, so I'm gonna do that. They've been great support to the Fever. Yeah, Miss Jeter and Mariano. I grew up a Mets fan. But as an adult, of course, I want to see New York do well. But yeah, Mets fans. I didn't make an Adrienne Ross sign, but what a game! Never sat the entire game. Yeah, it was. Let me tell you how much I was dialed into this game. I was editing a video I just put up. So I didn't go live earlier because I was multitasking. And then I had ordered some food. And I'm like, it's halftime. And I'm thinking, I need to go pick up this food. And so I texted a friend of mine. And I was like, I got to find just the right time to run out and get it. And she's like, she lives in the subdivision. And so she's like, I'll run and get it for you because it's like 5 minutes away. She's like, I'll run and get it for you. You watch the game. I'm like, for real? And so she's like, yeah. And so she did. And when she pulled into the yard, I just ran out in my socks and grabbed my food and came back in and ate it while I watched the end of the game. But I think so too, Julie. I think New York had their opportunity. I mean, they're in a good situation where they had 2 games to win one. Have they? Anybody know this? Has New York lost 2 games in a row all season? Does anybody know? Has New York lost 2 games in a season? In this season at all? 2 games in a row. They're going to be exhausted. Listen, back in the day, if you had to go to a final game, the second to last game, and the last game was played back to back. Talk about tie. Courtney Williams was asking for a sub. So game tie with less than 3 minutes and 4 possessions happened between the 2 teams, and 4 turnovers happened on game 4. Good point, Nike. Is it Nikki? Forgive me. I'll say Rawhide. They're all going to be exhausted. Adrenaline will carry the Lynx. Who are the refs rooting for? Listen, hey, is it Nikki? It's Nikki. Okay, thank you. I like the phonetic spellings. Greenwich, you're going to be at the game in New York? Whoa. Tim TA says, who cares what podcasters say? That was a good game, good series. It's the WNBA, not the NBA. Well, even in the WNBA, they should be able to make some layups, don't you think? That's what they're going to talk about. I'm telling you, that's what they're going to talk about. Missed layups and stuff like that. It's easy for us to sit here and say that, but of course, a layup is a layup is a layup, right? Not necessarily, but Julie says the Lynx will take it all. Man, folks getting to go to the game. What's going on with the Liberty coach? I'm not sure what you mean, Smooth Will. They did lose 2 in a row in the regular season. Okay, thank you, Tool for Rage. Exhausted. What an exciting final series to cap off a big season for the WNBA. Not exceptionally well played, but very evenly played with exciting endings. Big game by Alana Smith tonight, playing hurt too. Yeah, it may not be the best played, but nobody was, I shouldn't say nobody, because I did hear one podcaster say he was bored. But for the most part, these games came down to the wire. They were not like boring games. Like anybody could have won these games. Big leads were blown, and people came back to make it a game at the end. Like I said, not having a real dog in this fight, I want to see a good game. If it's my team, if it's the Fever playing, I want the Fever to blow out the opposition. But in a game like this, I want my time's worth. I want to see a battle down at the end, and that's what we saw. Brooklyn will be off the chain, Michelle said. Yeah. Yep. Sabrina. Yeah. Hero, right? So yeah, that's a tough one. Ever notice Nafisa never looks tired? That is the truth. She plays such a smooth game. It's almost like I can see why sometimes her name hasn't been mentioned among like the greats of the season or the greats in the game. It's so smooth. It's so silky. It's like effortless, it seems, for her. And her footwork is amazing. She's got a step through. I call one of them a travel tonight. I was wrong, but she just got a nice step through. Yankees up 6-2 in the 7th. Oh, Smooth Will. Thank you. I don't want to see Coach Reeve, Cheryl Reeve win. I get that. But in spite of all the other stuff, she is a great coach. I like Courtney Williams' intensity. Reminds me somewhat of Kim Perrott from the comments back in the day. I like Nafisa Collier. McBride has a swagger about her without being obnoxious to me. So I like her too. This might be my second favorite team, this Minnesota. For those of you who are Fever fans, what's your second favorite team? I got 59 likes with 188 in. Come on, somebody. Hit that button. Who's your second favorite? Let's see what April says. April, you must be disappointed. If the Liberty lose at home, that disappointed look in game one by Stewie will I can't say Stewie. Can't say it. Stewart will live. Yeah, that looked like, yep. And she wasn't playing she didn't play a good game tonight. You know who played a good game? Jonquel Jones. Man, she's able to get deep in the paint. Wow, Brianna has 5 for 20, Timothy. Yeah, yep. Stewart missed a lot, 5 for 20. Greenwich, Adrienne, will you be my number one? My son doesn't want to go. Your son doesn't want to go to the game? I'm too far away. I'm in the Midwest. I'm New Yorker, but I left New York a few years ago. The announcer had an interesting tidbit about Fee, Angela said. Yes, I saw that. In fact, I was thinking about a video about that. She trained with Kobe to learn how to efficiently maneuver in the paint. Kobe is still living on. You know who else trained with Kobe? Who came up big in the last game? You guys know who that is, right? Yeah, Enrique. That's right. Enrique. Yep. Yeah, I like Dallas too. I like their coach too. Yeah. Yes. Kobe worked with Sabrina. She spoke at his funeral. He really helped her in her game. And I was just thinking today when I heard that about Nafisa, I'm like, can you imagine if Kobe, and I'm a huge Kobe person. Huge. I still can't believe he's gone. I still shake my head. Love Kobe. He wore number 2. I always say he changed his number from 8 to 24 because that was my basketball number. Of course, that's Nafisa's basketball number also. But Kobe, can you imagine if he had lived and had an opportunity to work with Caitlin? Yes, I saw Sabrina's dad was there. Someone was just telling me last night in my book club that they're Romanian, and then they mentioned it tonight. But can you imagine if Kobe had a chance to work with Caitlin? But yeah, Kobe, he's so missed. First time I ever saw Kobe play, I heard all the talk. He's a ball hog. He doesn't blah, blah, blah. And first time I looked at him, I said, let me tell you something. This guy right here is the closest we're ever going to see to Jordan. He's the closest. And he was 17 years old coming to the league, and they dogged him. But I looked at him, I said, this guy is there. I know they said Vince Carter was Kobe, and I know they said that Iverson is going to be like Kobe, and I know all these people. I looked at Kobe, and I mean, he's going to be like Jordan. I looked at Kobe, and I said, this right here, this is the closest. Yeah, he doesn't pass the ball, all this stuff. Yeah, this is wild. Didn't he work with Juju? I don't know, but somebody working with Juju because I watched some of her highlights the other day. She's only a sophomore. It's wild what Juju would be able to do. Yeah. Kobe, Garnett, James, straight out of high school. Kobe was a good man on top of it. Yeah. Yep. And then he ended up being like, oh man, I felt bad for him early on because they were dogging him so much. But then he ended up just totally being the man. Yeah, Juju is on both ends of the floor, straight fighter, both ends of the floor. Now I gotta say this. And I was thinking about doing a video on this. I don't see them playing defense on her in college anyway, like we see Caitlin, because everybody's trying to compare them already. I'm like, she doing her thing, but they're not playing that kind of defense like we're seeing Caitlin. But yeah. Yeah, you got to root for Minnesota. I just don't want New York to. I want New York's non-championship WNBA championship to continue. Yeah, Timothy, she does. She has a different game. She definitely has a different game. She got to pull up like, oh man, yeah. And she's just quiet, like, and just knocking them down. I used to sit with Chick Hearn's wife, Margot, post game. Stu Lance's wife, too. Allie, Alaska. Is that your last name or are you in Alaska? Once defense loses over CC, she going to average 28. Yeah. For them to play her like that starting in the preseason was just ridiculous. You watch your mouth, Adrienne. Juju reminds me of Enrique. Wow. I love to see Enrique play. Yes, indeed. I think Cece could benefit from training with Reggie Miller. So should she kick that foot out and draw that foul? He was the master of drawing the foul by kicking his foot out. Allie is, I'm in Alaska. I'm from Los Angeles area, but you're in Alaska. Okay. Yeah, I think you had told me that before. Nice phrase, Adrienne. New York's not winning. I'm rooting for Juju and CC. The player Caitlin should train with is Steve Nash. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Running off screens. Did he ever stop moving? Straight fighter. He never stopped moving. I'm tired just watching somebody try to defend Reggie Miller. I was known at the forum as the $5 lady because I would go there to every single game and buy any single ticket for $5 and go sit on the floor and watch the games. Oh man, that is so cool. Oh, cool. Okay. Say God design. Enrique at Notre Dame. Never stop running with Reggie. I drove to the casino to see CC play the Sun the day she got her eye gouged out. Oh, wow. Yeah, the thing that they joked about afterwards. Maybe one day Clark will get Stockton's record. Stockton to Malone. Which record is that? Which record is that, Robbie? It'll probably never happen, but just imagine Juju on the Fever. Oh, man. Juju was televised war this season. Yeah. Wow. Maybe if Fever pick up Wings coach, she'll bring someone with her. Wink, wink. I can't see. I really can't see Caitlin and Enrique playing on the same team. I don't see that because, and not if Mitchell's on the team also. You know, that would be too much. That would be too much. Now, Sabali, yeah, I can go with that. Yeah, she's too ball dominant. She's great player. I don't know if it was the gentleman from Livewire Sports who I interviewed this week. You might have seen that interview, the video we did. I think he was talking about Enrique too when he was just saying, like, Enrique is good, but Caitlin is good and Caitlin makes everyone else better. Like Enrique, she's going to get hers. You know, her shooting percentage isn't good, but that'd be too much. Her and Kelsey and Caitlin would be a piece of work. $5 tickets tonight. Wow. I hope NECA goes to the Fever. I would love Satu to go to the Fever. I can see Angel Reese helping Indy with rebounds. Yeah, I do think you're joking. With Angel comes too much drama. I can't with the drama. I don't think she's fine rebounder, but I'm saying like this. If Angel's on my team, if I'm coaching, oh man, the Dallas coach got fired? Is that the Dallas coach, April? If I'm coaching, oh wow. When did that happen? How did I miss that? I know the Dream coach got fired. Los Angeles coach got fired. Chicago coach got fired. Tonight? Oh, man. I liked her. You know, I liked her, and I don't know. Was this her first year? Hi, Mrs. B. Stacy. Man, I've been out of the loop today. Been working all day, and then everything been going. This was her second year. Wow. I liked her. If I'm coaching Angel's not going to have that many rebounds. And the reason why is that, again, a lot of her rebounds are coming, not all of them, but a lot of her rebounds are coming from, her own missed shots. So I'd rather work on, I got to work with her on and making shots, right? Or work with her on kicking the ball back out and reposting, kick the ball out, get deeper in the paint, etc. So she ain't going to have that many rebounds because she's going to stop missing shots. She missed too many shots. I'd send her to therapy. I'd lay hands on her and pray for her. Yeah, she's a lot of drama, man, for sure. I don't know. It takes a special team to be. That's like Dennis Rodman. You know what I mean? It takes, and I don't even mean that in terms of the rebounding prowess, but it takes a special kind of team that can handle Dennis Rodman and all the antics and everything that come along with him. So Susan said, I don't like Angel. Oh, man. Wow. ETA on Sides exit. As soon as they find a coach to replace her, Sides is going to be gone. They're not going to say anything ahead of time. They're going to wait, see what's up. They're probably maybe going to wait till the draft. I don't know, but I still say she's got to go. She's too lazy. Good luck, Wonder Woman. Is that about Angel? Angel won't be in the league more than 3 years at the most. I think she's more worried about being famous and getting better. I've said I gave her 5. So you're being even sterner, B Forster, than I am. But I had said before, I don't see Angel as a baller. She's got a lot going on, and that's totally her prerogative. Totally her prerogative. But I don't see her as a baller. You see Caitlin Clark, she's like, man, if they had told Caitlin wrap up that wrist and keep it going, and you had a chance to probably make the playoffs, Caitlin's wrapping up the wrist, even if she doesn't, because she wants to play. But I'm not saying that's the wisest thing to do, but that's what ballers do. Angel Reese she's a basketball player. She's a model or wannabe model. She's a social media queen. She's a podcaster. She pays $8,000 in rent every month. She doesn't even know what her WNBA salary is. She antagonizes. She's just, I haven't even watched a full episode of her podcast. I just can't. I saw like the first one where, she talked about how bad Caitlin Clark's fans are, but I haven't watched. I didn't see it when Cheryl Swoops was there. I didn't see it. I guess she had Dejanay on there too. I didn't see that. So Angel will get wifed by NFL player and quit. CC is locked up. I think Angel wants to be a basketball wife, not a player. Oh man, it's funny that we're in the championship. We're still covering CC. Exactly, right? Still talking about CC. We cannot afford to be playing sides ball anymore. No, we cannot. Reese is all about social media. Yeah, and she's young. Like sometimes we forget how young these people are. It really is phenomenal that Caitlin is able to keep it together as much as she is. I think she is an old soul, and she's been trained a certain way. She's got the Midwest values. It's like a whole different world. That's why I say when she entered the WNBA, she had to be going, what in the world just happened? You guys got to see the video I just put out less than an hour ago. Check it out. Check it out. Elon Musk. Check it out. Angel is too much drama. Swollen head syndrome. Love CC. Yankees have Holmes pitching wide. We're like covering all kinds of stuff. CC's just different. They weren't ready for it. Yep. Poised. Cheryl Swoops was a guest on Hella's Kitchen last night. I've heard that before. I'm not even familiar with it. I forgot about that podcast. Yeah, everybody's been talking about. They were saying that she can't go an episode without talking about Caitlin Clark. So I saw a clip from a podcast of Angel Reese. I guess it's her latest podcast. She talked about Caitlin. She said that some fan wanted her to sign an autograph or take a picture or whatever, and she didn't want to do it. And so they got mad at her, and they said that's why you. I don't know if they said that's why you're not in the playoffs or something, but they said that's why that white girl is better than you are. That's the story she told. That somebody said to her. She was telling this on the podcast because she talks about CC all the time. Yeah. CC is God-driven and God-given. Wow. Of course, she has CC's Roll Gallery on her show. She had Dejanay on there. I didn't even see it. Like I said, I saw a little bit of the first one. Angel Smollett. Oh, my goodness. Oh, if you know, you know, right, Angela? If you know, you know. Yeah, right? Smoke Davis. Hello. Yeah, Angel. Yankees imploded now. As soon as I said the Yankees, the New York's not winning, and you say they're winning, now they want to turn it off. Oh man. Did you read Reese and Wilson? No. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't read it, but I heard about it. Yeah, they didn't mention Caitlin in that one, right? Because I think I heard someone say in April that how you gonna have a whole interview and talk about the whole first season and you don't talk about Caitlin, something like that. but I haven't seen it. Do you think the Dallas coach would be good? I liked her from what I saw about her, but I didn't see enough of Dallas's games to be able to comment on that. Oh yeah, Wall Street Journal is a joke, you say? Didn't mention CC. Yeah, that's what I had heard. Somebody was talking about. Angel is a wannabe victim. Yeah. Yep. There are too many baby Smollets in the WNBA. Yeah. Man, listen, you should do a love W360. CJ's so foolish. She is hilarious. Yeah. Wish Deladonna would come back to the Fever. It's behind the it's behind the paywall. Yeah. I don't get to see their stuff because for work, I edit work, and when they link to the Wall Street Journal, I can't see it. Angel and her rent situation was on CNN with Christine Brennan. Oh, you mean they didn't drive Christine Brennan all the way away yet? Pat, you like the awards event? Well, I got another one that I did last night. I thought I was gonna put it up last night, but by the time 1:00 in the morning came, I kept falling asleep. So when I'm done with you guys, I'm gonna finish editing that, and I'm hoping to put that one up tonight. So I have the awards ceremony. I told you we're gonna do several awards. I'm disappointed that the views on that was low. I'm like, you guys are missing out on the treat. That awards ceremony, the unconventional awards, y'all got to see that. I put that out 2 days ago, and I'm doing the second one. I already did it. I just got to edit it, finish editing it, putting it together, and it'll probably be up late tonight. Yeah, okay, good. I'm like, y'all need to check this out. I make myself laugh when I look at it. Dallas coach is a likable coach, but Fever need a stronger hand. Yeah. And thank you for those of you who said you enjoyed that. Appreciate that. Yeah, Smoke Davis, you got to see that. It's like you'll see it says unconventional awards. So I'm doing my own awards for this first season of the WNBA. All right. Wallace had to feel bad though. I'll have to look for it. Yeah, I thought the rule was Reese will automatically get one vote. Not even gonna say that. Oh man, the best coach is Sandy. Love her. Love the ceremony. Waiting for your speech for winning best sports show. Ha, cool. All right, yeah. You guys, if you missed it, check it out. You put them out too late at night. I catch up in the morning. I know, April, it's because I'm working all day. There are times when I'm working and I'm like, oh, something comes up. And I'm like, man, I wish I could do it. And they're like, oh, I'm at work. I can't do that. So yeah, sometimes by the time I settle, like today, I worked all day and then I was editing something. And then I'm working on, like you see me up here in my living room, guys, wait till you see the new studio it's been working on. So then I was down there with that. And then the game came on. I put up a video. So I'm a real busy person. I got book clubs. I got a job. I have a Substack where I write. So yeah, I like how your cats handed you that. It wasn't supposed to be my cat, Kara. It was supposed to be a fake person. It's supposed. Was it you? Let's see. Want to see? Was it you? Say hi. Hi. This is Cole. It wasn't supposed to be Cole. It was supposed to be a person. Kara said, I'm just kidding. Oh man, CC brought me to the league and Miss Adrienne keeps me engaged. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Oh man. Well, it's incredible how short-sighted Melissa is. I feel bad. I feel like Melissa is being taken advantage of. Love my cats. Thank you. Trooper's always shy. He's over there, but he just doesn't like to be on camera, I guess. I saw a clip on one interview of you during your young playing days. Gotta say, Miss Ross, you were delicious. Oh my goodness, I can't even read that. I don't think it's me. I think you got me mixed up with somebody else. Some people think I'm that other Adrienne. That's what Cheryl Swoops thought too, and ended up, that was a mess. But I'm not the Adrienne Ross that used to be in the WNBA. Why Angel not spending that $8,000 per month on a mortgage instead of rent? She crazy. And speaking of that, Flage Johnson, is that Flage's last name? She just bought 20 acres in Georgia. 20 acres. I saw a clip of it anyway. 20 acres at 20 years old. There you go. Somebody said, why Angel paying rent for $8,000 instead of buying a house? It's the mindset, right? Yeah. Cole's coat. Yes, Cole's coat is extremely shiny. And you notice Cole is a special cat. Cole is a rare cat. This is a bobtail. So you see, you can't see it. But her tail is just a little tiny little tail. She doesn't have a regular tail. She's a special breed. But she's kind of hiding her tail. She don't want to show her tail. So, yeah. Cole's Cole. Okay. Wait until Adrienne gets her Illinois tax pay. Wait till because right now she doesn't even know her salary according to her. But someone said something today, and I'm like, you know what? I had the same thought passed my mind. Angel talking about, I can't even buy a sandwich if I had to live on the WNBA salary, etc. Was that all planned? Because they're trying to get more money, and they're talking about a lockout or whatever it is. Was that planned for Angel to do? To kind of like put attention to the fact that they think they don't have enough money? Yeah, Paige. Paige, Paige has been hurt so much. But I guess my problem with Paige is she wears a UConn uniform, and that's a no-no for me. Number one. Number two, she's already caved to the woke mentality. She's already acknowledged her privilege. She's not even in the league yet. And I don't have a lot of time and patience for stuff like that. So yeah, I don't care for Paige. I mean, I don't know Paige. I want to watch her. I want to watch some clips of her too. I'm sure she's great. I mean, obviously everybody's talking about her, but she's already made sure that they will treat her better than Caitlin when she comes in, because she already said what they want to hear. That's what they want to hear. She said what they want to hear. She gave them what she wanted to hear. And for Paige, Steph Curry is her godbrother, right? Isn't that her godbrother, Steph Curry? And she's has a black brother, right? So they're in a biracial family. And so I think that she will be, and of course she's from the UConn sorority, so she will be better received for sure. I don't know if that's true, God Design. I never heard that. I know that she's very vocal about her faith as a Christian. That I know. But yeah. Paige is too fragile. Caitlin is what Gino wants Paige to be. And anybody heard from Gino after this first season? Godbrother is a thing. Yeah, well, it is in some black families for sure, but I don't know about other people, but as a culture, that tends to be a thing, a serious thing. Like it's really serious. Like people think, like I don't do the godbrother thing, but a lot of people do. Like they really believe that you choose your godparents really carefully. It's supposed to be someone who, if something happens to you, they raise your kids and on the whole thing. So yeah, some people are real serious with that. Gino is bowling for dollars, Kara said. He spoke bad about CC and then ended up taking his words back. But has he even taken them back? Has he? I haven't heard anything from him since he called all of her fans delusional and expected her to really do well in the league and be in the MVP conversation. He thought that was hilarious, and he said it was how stupid we are. Adrienne, what players do you think the Fever need to add to championship contenders? Yeah, we've been talking about that. And I did that video this week with Martin from Livewire Sports Media. You should check that out because he has a whole lot of insight into who the free agents are and stuff like that. So that would be cool to look into what he, some of the names he dropped. I like the idea of a Satu on the team, a neck on the team. We need another point guard to back up Caitlin better. We need to get rid of anybody that the coach is not going to use. I almost said Sides, but it's not going to be Sides who's going to be there. But Caitlin should not be playing 40 minutes a game. I mean, she shouldn't have to play 40 minutes a game. Gino is not the GOAT. Pat Summitt is the GOAT. Hello. So, yeah. So she needs somebody she can rest, who can handle the ball well. And I mean, Erica Wheeler, she brings a lot to the team, but she's not that's not what I'm talking about as far as that goes. But we need another big for sure. And a Satu would be good. People are talking about Nneka Ogwumike. So, I don't know, but I'd like to say, if you're not going to play Grace Berger, and she's a local girl, right? She's an Indiana girl. And if you're not going to play her, free her, however that works, contract-wise and all that stuff, I don't know, let her go. Wallace can be really good, I think, on somebody's team. She's feisty. If we're not going to play her, let her go. And let's see what we got. I want to see Caitlin, Kelsey, AB. I'm going to say something controversial. I like Aaliyah Boston for a lot of reasons, but I think that she would be, I think she's replaceable. I don't think that Aaliyah is not, I think she could be replaceable, but they won't replace her in that. And I'm fine with that. But it wouldn't be the end of the world to me. Or maybe, she came in out of shape. So maybe that's what, because I spent the beginning of the season saying, wait a minute, she was the rookie of the year? Wait a minute, she was an all-star? But I bet you she's going to come back in shape this time. So Aaliyah might play for Unrivaled. Well, they said they're going to put a full court press, and they're going to try to get Caitlin in now that they've got a TNT TV deal. How do you announce this without having your 30 players, and now you're begging players to come on in? Yeah, Kara, I like her, but she can be replaced. And someone said, John said she's too soft. She's so friendly and soft, and she's a roller coaster, right? Sometimes she's got a great game, and sometimes it's like, where is she? But I bet you she's gonna come. She knows she didn't know what it was gonna be like to play with Caitlin. Neither did they. They were like, man, we need some stickum. We can't even catch the ball. But now, when the season went on, you see what happened? They're gonna come ready. They're gonna come ready. Maybe that's why she's playing Unrivaled, to get in shape. I don't know. Did she say yes already? How do you know she might? They need her for ratings. God designed, and in fact, that's why they want her. Do you think she's gonna do it? I don't think Sai's gonna be the little panda. No, I don't think she's gonna be the coach. I don't understand bringing in a president, bringing in a GM, and then keeping the same coach. Who, if you know anything about basketball, you realize that nice person made some improvements, but should not be the one you entrust with this space, this moment of time you have with this generational talent. Sides, I don't believe I think she's in over her head. And I don't think a bunch of coaching camps over the offseason is going to get the job done. That's just me. A head coaching position, at your first head coaching position in a professional, she's never even been a head coach of high school. So that's tough. I hope Grace Berger's a break. She's a point guard from Indy. Yep, she's from Indy and riding the bench. CC should say no to Unrivaled. They only want her to use her. Yep. Yeah, they're doing business. It is a business. So, I mean, if I were running the business, I'd try to get Caitlin in the business too. But she said she didn't want to. Will they get to her? Will she change her mind? B. Forrester, don't you even put that on me. No way. I do not have what it takes either to be the head coach of a professional league. I get to do like the rest of us. I get to sit back. I got time to assess. I can stop it, start it, look at it in the moment. And there's no way. There is no way. Like, it's not even about doubting myself. Oh, TNT only agreed to CC playing? Oh, wow. It's not even about doubting myself. It's about self-awareness. And I felt like that's what Sides was perhaps missing, because I'm like, she's just in on her head. No, I don't think she was tanking. No, I don't think she was trying to snuff out CC's fire. I think she was in over her head. And I would be in over my head too, but at least I know it. You know what I'm saying? Now, you want a PR person, you want a media person, You want somebody to, to as an assistant, to be able to study tape and stuff like that. Count me in. But to be a professional coach, that's not. And then the coach, Caitlin, that's what I'm saying too. It takes a special person, because with Caitlin comes all the eyeballs, all the scrutiny, all the praise. But it's a whole different world. It's cultural. It's not just athletic. It's a whole culture shift. It's tough. It's not like a Pat Summitt level coach is available. Yeah, there's only one Pat Summitt. Or your Vivian, or your C. Vivian Stringer from Rutgers back in the day. Someone mentioned Kim Mulkey to me recently. I always liked Kim Mulkey, but a lot of people had a lot to say about her with coaching. Vivian. Yeah, see Vivian. She's something else. A lot of people had a lot to say about Mulkey being responsible for some of the attitudes that maybe Angel Reese had. People were like, she acts just like him. I had always liked her when she was Kim. What was her? She had Kim Mulkey Robinson or something was her full name at the time. But those outfits she wears. But yeah, there's not another like Pat Summitt. I modeled my coaching after Pat Summitt. The suits that I wore, even I wanted to be just like Pat. There are things that I did coaching because I don't even say Pat. I never call her Pat. It's always Coach Summitt. And I've always called her that. That was something Shamika Holesclaw, as close as they were, she refused to just call her Pat. She was always Coach Summitt. She always paid her great respect. But I modeled lots of things after her. She's one woman that I felt could have coached the NBA and had the respect of the entire team. And I think that conversation was bandied about. But she was like, I'm not leaving college for that. Pat Summitt suits. Yep. Now I miss that. That's why I said the 5 things that I would do as commissioner, I said I would bring back a dress code. Not necessarily that they have to dress up anymore, but I do miss the days when you could tell the coach from the players on the sideline. I miss that. What if Carolyn Peck went to Chicago? Oh my goodness. Well, she seems to love Angel Reese. Thought she should have been rookie of the year earlier on when it was clear she wasn't. Maybe she would do well. Of course, Carolyn Peck, she was a prodigy of Pat Summitt. So, yeah, she's the best, man. It just, every time I think about it, I shake my head. I just can't believe it. It's wild. And it's just not been the same since. Why does Breanna Stewart struggle making layups from the left side of the rim? I hadn't noticed the pattern, but that's a good, I'm going to be looking for it in the next game. Oh, wow, Timothy, I met Coach Stringer at Iowa. Amazing person and coach. Yeah, and what a life story. She'd been through so much. I mean, she looked like a walking testament or testimony of the faithfulness of God through the difficult times. I just really, really liked her a lot. Yeah. Bigs that can defend with AB. Yeah, Odyssey Sims. Okay, yeah. Tamika Catchings ever coached, or would she be interested? She is she's in the art. She works for the Fever. I don't know what her title is, but she does work for the Fever. Wasn't she GM? Was she the GM for a while before Lynn Dunn went in? Tamika Catchings, another number 24. I'm representing for all the 24s. Good evening, Charlie. Good evening. Stephanie White would have been good for the Fever. Apparently, she's in a contract with the Sun for another year. Well, I wonder where the rumor came from. I mean, there are ways around contracts, but I don't know. And a lot of controversy there. Who won tonight? Charlie, you missed the game? Charlie, did you see my thumbnail, Charlie? We're going back to New York. Tamika got the video review room named after her. Yeah, she was something else. The 3 Meeks who played for Pat Summitt. You had Tamika Catchings, Samika Randall, and Shamika Holesclaw. They won 3 back-to-back titles with Coach Summitt. Just fell short of getting that 4th one, which would have been 4 straight championships for Shamika Holesclaw. Wild. Stephanie White was already coach for the Fever and was just so-so. She also played for the Fever and went to school at Purdue. So, yeah, you missed it. You'll see the highlights because it came down to the wire. I mean, it was a little ugly throughout the game, but it came down. It was an exciting ending. Bree January of Connecticut would be a head coach. That's what I thought, right? Tamika was GM from 2017 to 2022. So she became the GM right after the last time they made the playoffs. And of course, she won the championship in 2012. Yeah, Holtzclaw fell in really hard times. It's kind of after her grandmother died. She was really close to her grandma. So anyway, nobody knows if coaches are in the Unrivaled League. This kind of funny, not even me. It's going to be interesting. And they're starting right around the corner. And they don't even have the 30. I think they got 26. And now they're trying to get Cece in. I don't know if Cece's going to do it. Cece said she don't like playing 3-on-3. But this is a little different 3-on-3 because this is a full court 3-on-3 with 84 feet instead of 94 feet. But the width is the same. So it'll feel like a 5-on-5. But let me just say this, okay? Let me say this. What is the bit? If you're Caitlin Clark, and they're going to come after you. They just said they're coming after you. They want you in the league. They're going to put the full court press on. If you're Caitlin Clark, why would you do Unrivaled? What would be the reason? Especially when you don't need money. Okay, so you don't need the money. They want her fans. How they want her fans? We're all supposed to be racist. This is my thing. This is the hypocrisy. The fans are so bad. And Alyssa Thomas is playing Unrivaled, right? The fans are so bad. They've made it miserable for them. And yet they want her fans because they want her Unrivaled. They're not getting Caitlin Clark without her fans. Y'all, they know that, right? So if the fans are so bad, why wouldn't you say, Caitlin, don't come? But you guys are right. They want the fan, they want the notoriety, the opportunities that are probably not going to come if she doesn't enter the league. Yeah, Cat 5. Why do they want her so much now when they basically didn't want her in the WNBA? I'm rooting for Coach Cheryl Miller for the Fever, which of course she said she didn't want to. What's up, Martha? Welcome. Going back to New York. Marlene, that's good. Okay, to stay in shape. That's one reason. More opportunities for the unsportsmanlike players to injure her. That would be a great opportunity for them to injure her to prevent her from playing next season. Okay, because you got Dejanay in there, Angel Reese in there, Alyssa Thomas is in there. So someone said no reason. Money talks, that's why. If she plays in Unrivaled, John Lewis said, they would make her responsible for every mean tweet. Exactly. And honestly, if I truly believed that it was just miserable, and I'm sure there are lots of trolls out there. I don't doubt that at all. And some people who are probably making comments. They should produce some. I mean, where's the evidence of it? I did see one thing. But a lot of trolls out there, and you know what happens when they know that they got under your skin? They're gonna keep doing it. So if it was really bothering me, I wouldn't want her in the league. But they know to be successful, they're gonna need her. So Yankees, what happened? Did they lose the lead? Cece isn't playing in this league. Let that girl rest. We're gonna find out because they said they turning up the pressure. Fee apparently likes Cece, yeah, or at least wants her in the league. She had some good comments about her. There's no need to do it. That league does nothing for her legacy. Okay. 6-6. Okay. What inning are we in? She shouldn't risk injury. Will Dolores be courtside? Oh, man. Because Reese ain't it. But Reese is going to bring what they want. The eyes. Because she comes with drama. Bottom 8. Bottom of the 8th. Okay, thank you, Timothy. Are they home or away? It's the bottom of the 8th. Where are they? Not just for her to keep her physical wellness, but her mental wellness, meaning to play or not to play. Smoke. 8th inning. These girls in Petty golf. They're away. Okay. They're away. Okay, so they've already batted. Okay. Oh, to not play. They only want her for the TV deal. Sabrina foul cost Liberty another championship. Oh man. I would never see play in Europe than I would rather see her play in Europe than Unrivaled. Wow, that's deep. I'd rather see her play in Europe than Unrivaled. So Angel's wrist is okay. Well, she said when she left, she said she had the surgery, and then she said she was gonna be ready for Unrivaled. Don't ask me. Clark needs to start her own league. Guys, go look at my video I put out an hour ago on that subject. CC's committed to the golf tournament. Rather see her in Europe than Unrivaled. I know why, because you guys are like, the way they treated you, then don't go play, right? She should do color commentary. I agree, Timothy. Can you see her doing commentary for Iowa? She'd be like Hannah Stokey with 2 points. There you go. She's not interested in Rivals. She's not stupid. Golf tournament, not televised. Yeah, that's true. It'd be cool if they change their mind. They are missing opportunity. Maybe they don't want the pressure either. She would have the following if she started her own league. But would she do it? Go watch my video I just put out. I'd rather watch CC eat ice cream cone than watch that. Oh my goodness. Woo! She's not wearing her brace anymore. Angel. Well, she's healing up nicely. Look how happy she's at golfing. Give her a break. Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. They can change their minds. It's not till November. Oh, the golf tournament. Yeah. Her skills don't help with 3-on-3. It's a full court league, so that's a little different. It feels less. I mean, it seems like something I would think is fun because, we used to do, full court, 2-on-2, full court and stuff like that just for the fun of it. So I can see a 3-on-3, 84 feet, catch and shoot, opportunity to dribble drive to the bat. I mean, it seems like it would be fun, a fast pace, but if she ain't interested, she ain't interested, right? I don't know that it would help her in terms of, it's not gonna really help you from cutting off screens and stuff like that. But I don't know. A lot of people obviously invested in this thing. I don't know why. I don't know why. Like, why? Who did they go to first, and what? Why did they decide to do this? Why 3-on-3 instead? I really don't know. So, kind of interesting. It starts in January, Marlene. Yeah, I don't know how long it goes though, and I don't remember how many teams they said there were going to be. I had just recently discovered the website. I wasn't even paying attention to it. They could not afford to support 5-on-5, 8 teams. Who's coaching? I have no idea. What is transition in 3-on-3? I'm not sure what you mean by that question, Pat. Isn't it 8 weeks or something short? I don't care at all. Yeah, I don't even know how long it is. Did you see what Aries Spears said against Angel Reese? I did not. I did not. I'm so out of the loop. CC needs to be like the Grinch and say, kiss it. She's too classy to do that. It would be funny. I don't know if she'll cave to the pressure or not, but I don't think she's going to do it if she doesn't want to do it. It's 40-some games. And are they traveling around? All the games are in Miami, right? DT in the middle of it, not full court, more like 2/3. Well, it's 84 feet, which is, so it's like a high school gym. And the width is the same. The width is going to be the same. The length is going to be 84 instead of 94. High school basketball at 84. So, not bad, really, but, it's 3-on-3. Sounds to me like Angel Reese used to interview Fee regarding the fundamentals of the league. I'm gonna leave that alone. You said it. Can she do fast break? Seems hard with so few players. Yeah, so you do have to ask. I mean, how much does it help? I mean, with 3-on-3, you can run the break in the middle. You got two people filling the lanes. You know, you can get a little 3-on-1 going. Yeah, all in Miami. Is the PED rumor true regarding Reese? Oh, the performance. Yeah, I don't know. I keep seeing that stuff and I'm like, is that true or not? People are talking about like it's true. Is anyone in the AU league? That's 5-on-5. Kelsey Mitchell used to do that, but obviously she's going on Europe. Kara says if Unrivaled needs viewership, just ask Taylor Swift to play and be done with it. Okay. According to Cheryl Swoops, who I love, CC is 25-year-old, 5-year. Yeah. And she takes 40 shots a game. Yeah. Brianna Stewart said if they don't go overseas to play, so they'll make more money. All right. Caitlin doesn't have to dribble. She can shoot from the opposition. Do you think CC wants to hang around Miami with all those players? I don't know. I mean, it depends. Does she want to make nice with them and be friends with them, or what does she want to do? She's somewhere playing golf, right? 3-on-3 is about dribble, drive, garbage, not pass, and play design. Friendly. Pat is correct. So wait, is it true? I think it was you, April, who said TNT is only doing the deal if CC plays? Is that the truth? I think it's a bit of a joke. It just blows my mind that they have so much interest in it without Caitlin, and they've got so much interest and they got so many investors, and they're really, I mean, good for them. Like, to be entrepreneurs and to advocate for yourself and other players and for finances. I mean, something to do and work on. You don't have to go out of the country. Good for you. But we'll see if they're able to make it work. Oh, that was a rumor that was put out there. Oh, about the TNT. Yeah, we'll see. One with someone said they have two possible offers. One with CC and one without. First year into her. I don't know. But anyway, guys, here's the deal. On Sunday, I don't know what time it is on Sunday. Let me see. Because it is a deciding game 5. And that will take place when this website. It is Sunday the 20th. At 7:00 p.m. my time, 8:00 if you are on Eastern. So an 8:00 game. No, not 5, 8. Yeah, 8. 7 my time. That deal is weird. It's the first time I heard a TV deal and no money. Yeah, 8 p.m., 7 my time. So that's going to be something. I'm going to dial in. I think I'm going to do the whole game next time, I think. And somebody's going to leave that game a champion. It's either going to be New York with their first ever championship or Nafisa with her first ever championship, although Minnesota has won championships. Live stream, I think we're going to go the whole time with that. Yeah, I think I will, Smooth Will. That was my plan today, but then I had other stuff I was doing, so I didn't. Sabrina doesn't deserve it. You have to get it. Let's go, Nafisa Collier. They need to apologize to the Fever fans, period, especially Thomas and Wilson. Yeah, you know what? If I'm CC, I'm not playing with these same people who've been trying to put the whole weight of the world and the whole racist issue on my shoulders. I don't want to play with y'all. You know what? You want me to play with you? Nah, it's okay, because apparently wherever I come, you say hard times and struggles come. So I'll just stay home and do my thing. That's all. New York not leaving anywhere, but we'll be champions. I don't know, but if they don't win this, man, I could. It's gonna be tough. But Minnesota can do it. They've won in New York before. Let's do it again, Minnesota. All right, everybody. CC's dream was to play in the WNBA, not build that league. There's a good one right there for sure. Yeah. All right. If you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button on your way out. Go watch the video I put up. And I really need to get in there and finish editing ceremony number 2. Unconventional Awards, the inaugural Adrienne Ross show. WNBA Unconventional Awards for 2024. Go Lynx. Much love to you too, B. Forrester. Good night, everybody. Good night. Good night. Good night. God bless America. All right. There it is. God bless you abundantly. Thank you guys. All right. Adios.